what's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Roundtable, brought in part by Checkmate Industries. We are super honored to have a super special guest today. We got none other than the legendary B-boy, Grand Vanacular. What's up, man?
Grand Vanacular.
All right.
What's going on?
Good to
Pleasure
be here.
to have you, bro.
Good to be here.
Cool. Well, what were you going to ask him, Donnie?
Oh no, I was actually just kind of getting ready to ask what were your influences? What do you listen to?
Oh, like from the
right
beginning?
now?
Oh, now?
Yeah, you said you're getting back into music a little bit.
I don't listen to current music too much. I'm gonna be honest, I'll be really honest, everybody shows me people that are supposed to be like, this dude's doing this and he's really doing that, and I can hear it. There's a lot of dudes that can rap good. I do give that. There's a lot of guys that could just rap. There's a million dudes that could spit. But I listen to probably the 2000 era of hip hop still.
Yeah, man.
I kind of still do, and I still listen to the beginning too, like the beginning part from the 80s, even like Malcolm McLaren, Buffalo Gals, and I like all that stuff too, because I don't know, that's what I'm kind of doing more now.
Okay.
I'm doing the music I'm doing now is more I just did a couple tracks actually with Circa, but I produced them.
Nice.
Sick.
I did the beats, but Circa's doing the mixing and scratching and stuff. So
and now for I know us mostly we kind of found out about you through the Suburban Noize, and specifically your feature on Size of an Ant, which is an awesome track. But I want to take it back there in a minute. I want to give everybody a little bit more information. How, where did you grow up? A little bit. Let's take it back a little bit, if you don't mind.
I grew up in Oxnard. I was born in Oxnard. So
right on.
I don't know, south. It's kind of the south side of Oxnard.
Yeah.
I was by the field. I don't know. Oxnard's. I kind of grew up with doing, as far as music. I grew up skateboarding and breaking. I skateboarded.
I was just gonna say the skate park in Camarillo. I used to drive out to all the time and hit up when I was,
friends all skated in that, and then at that point is when I got an ACL. I got all jacked up, and when I was really into skating the most, I got an ACL.
Okay.
They jacked up my braking. I couldn't brake for 7 months. I couldn't skate. And then I got real focused on rapping when I got hurt, so I had to calm down.
Because you're all about the B-boy lifestyle, so if you can't be breaking and you can't be skating, you want to be.
I'll rap.
You were itching to do something, right?
I do graffiti too, all that shit Pac wore. I drew it, the jacket on that Cottonmouth cover. It's I did the jackets and
Oh shit.
I do graffiti. So that High Society, I did that. I guess it's the cover. They paid me to do that jacket. And
yeah, bro.
They auctioned it off or some bullshit. But I did graffiti for kind of since I was in 6th, 7th grade. So
wow.
In Oxnard. And,
so how old were you when you messed up your ACL and started getting into rapping?
That's a little bit after high school, a couple years after high school, 24 or something like that.
Okay.
So you're going and doing little battles and stuff at coffee houses or whatever, or what's going on?
A bit, yeah. More I was breakdancing against everybody all over the place. It was kind of weird. I was scattered with what I was doing, and more people were yeah, Vanac raps too, or does graffiti and skateboard. So I was at that time, if you skateboarded and you rap, they were what's wrong with that dude? Who's that?
Yeah.
Dude? The culture's clashing still, right?
Yeah, out with Madlib, it was one of my best friends, so it was weird. And those dudes really even he had a cousin that I hung out with that skated also and rapped. So it was kind of a weird dynamic of how I even became friends with them and stuff. So
I gotta say, skating's what got me into hip hop is because, like, you know, I was kind of like, I started off growing up listening to like Power 106 commercial gangster rap that was going on, and then I started getting into grunge, and then as I started skating, watching videos, you hear like the Alcoholics and like,
Yeah.
you know, they're playing like some real raw hip hop and stuff, and that's what got me kind of.
Yeah. Meth Man, Red Man.
Rico from the Alcoholics and me were friends, like in the beginning, and
Okay.
he put me on a show. Like one of my first shows ever was Rico from the Alcoholics, and like he tried to hook me up with some dude, and he told me I should meet this other white cat that rapped, but his name was like 12 Grand. I don't know, you guys might have heard of him. He was a dude that like got signed, or he tried to do stuff on Psychopathic later.
Okay.
Like
familiar.
Big white dude from Ventura. I don't know. It was like the first show I did. It was like in the Anaconda in Santa Barbara, with like Loot Pack, like Brand Nubian, like Onyx, like a real show, like a show.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Not ready to.
Damn.
You know, like I was like, oh, maybe I think I am gonna really rhyme, you know, and stuff. But
that's hip hop. That's hip hop right there. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And
God damn.
I think I B-boy battled though. Like I actually was not really focused on the rap. I was there to battle some people at breaking, so I got up there and like battled. But I had a crew of dudes I broke with. It wasn't just me. There was dudes much better than me. A couple of my friends could smoke me at breaking, you know.
And now,
I bet you're not doing it still though. Not most of them, right? You're keeping it up.
You know what? One or two of them, I don't even know what the hell they are. Like, I couldn't even tell you. One of them might be in jail. You know, I couldn't even tell you because
I gotta say, it's impressive that you're still going on a regular basis and keeping active. You know, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, because that is seriously.
I got my 4-year-old stuff, so I feel like, you know, I kind of had him like, I'm already fucking old as hell, and then I'm over here having a little kid, and I was like, damn, I still got to be like a superhero to my kid, you know? So
yeah.
And
good stuff, man.
You know, but
we're all trying to do the same thing. I still hit the skate park with the kids. You know, I got one that just turned 15. He's starting to like get into some pretty hard skating and playing music and stuff like that. So I'm trying to be there.
15 is a serious age right there. That's hardcore, man. Like, you have how many? 3?
Scary kids. Yeah.
3?
Yeah,
Jesus
man.
Christ. That's amazing, man. I commend you for being able to do that, man.
Yeah, but I gotta stay active. Like you're saying, I gotta keep my energy up so I can keep up with them, and I just gotta try and keep a healthy lifestyle. So,
You know what I have to say too? It's kind of like shifting my raps. It's kind of messing my rap mentality up because, like, I can think of the most fucked up shit to say. Like, I could think of some like really off the wall shit, like maniacal shit, like some shit that's like, you know, like, I don't know, like there's a certain style of metaphor and similes that you could do.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, my son repeats me. Like, if I said 6 bars, he's saying it like 6 minutes later. He's saying the whole 6 lines. I recorded him the other day like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, nice.
Like really weird songs. Like I'm trying to make them like almost like Space Age or something. Like, you know, he's just freestyling.
Yeah.
He's mocking me because lately I've just freestyle songs and then like I always did this. Like I just freestyle and then I add shit to those bars. Like I just build off each bar that I didn't even say, shit that made nothing to, kind of like, and I just like build on it, and then I just push record again and like drop those couple bars, and then I'll spew out so much crap, it's too much. Like the dudes that I work with, they're like, you can't rap that long. Like, shut up. They're like, you're at this point, do you know how to count bars? And I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, you don't make a song like that.
Sounds familiar.
Like, there's no point to it, you know? Like, where do you put that out at? Like, you know, it's like, it's not a, like, one side of an album would be like a 10-minute verse with the beats changing, and they're like, no.
But that'd be dope, though.
I like it, though, man. It's like, I feel like you've always had an abstract style, and it's but you make it freaking sound like work so good, you know, like other people kind of try it and they do it good, but I mean,
You know what? When I was at the Noise, it kind of sucked because at that point, I don't think they even knew like a lot of what to do with what I was doing. They'd tell me that, like I would have like like talks, and they'd be like, where do we market this?" Asking me like, "Where do you put this at?" Like, because if you thought of what everything that was happening there, I didn't fit in the category, but I was the first one signed there.
Wow.
It's very weird. So I was like going around with X before they were even like, then they weren't really called that name completely. They had like, I think it was just Cottonmouth. It wasn't Kings. And like I was like in some little bus with them doing some little tour shit, and then like I don't know, we got in some accident, like the top of the bus hit the like at a mall, like we hit the top, like bang, we like banged the top, like fucked the whole vehicle up. It was a wrap with that vehicle. We fucked it up. We were on like ghetto tours, man. Like I don't know, like you rapped for like I don't know what you'd say we were rapping for, like to pay your rooms and like to pay whatever vehicles we were in, and like your I don't know, like
keep going.
I don't remember there being a lot of dough. Like there would be shows where you'd make money, but it was like in the beginning it was like shit money. Also to like some dudes I commend for like being on their like hustle hard with their like independent grind thing before it was.
Yeah.
Because me and Pac did that like independent with Dysfunction. Like we just made it in like 4 hours or something. The first one, or 4 days, 5 days.
So they only really released the second one, right? Because I could never find the first one. I'd see like relics of it.
It wasn't on a label.
Okay.
We just said it was called Slang Records, and like we made it like the DB paperwork for Slang Records, me and Pac, and then we just sold it. Like we just made like a PO box, and we were like, that's our company.
Okay.
And that's how we sold records back then. Like a lot of dudes I knew, that's how they did it.
That's a relic right there. That I can't find anywhere, bro.
That ain't even
somebody I know tried to like sell it at like kind of like weird at me, and then they tried to tell me they had it and that they'd give me it, and then like it just didn't never come, and I was like, what the hell, like and I just wanted one song. I was like, I just want this song that has this weird break beat, because that record's with Bobby B.
Okay.
And I was stuck on tour in the bus, and he had a machine like a track machine.
Yeah.
And, like a digital track machine, and Pac was there, and we had thought of what Dysfunction was going to be. And before this, we had some other name. We had some other like white, like Spicoli type of thing. Like, I don't know. It was this weird thing that we were going to do, like this almost like.
You guys are from Oxnard. So
I don't know. It was like the predecessor of Dysfunction. And then something happened where we came up with that title, like, I don't know, like something that I did became like it was a drawing or something, because I was doing graffiti, and then that's how the little titles and everything came really fast that night, because we just recorded it there. And I think that weekend we were stuck there, and that's how the record became. Like whatever we recorded was that Dysfunction record. And he was just spinning break beats and like actually just like looping break beats. So it wasn't like, I don't know if you could sell it. Like, I don't know if it's a legal record. Like
it's too similar.
Now, how did you? Let's take it back. How did you meet Brad X?
Pac
through Oxnard.
You do Pac first before anybody else in the Kings, right?
Yeah. Me and Pac were friends from Oxnard.
Really?
He's from Oxnard, and he kind of started to hang out with us. We had I hung out with Madlib, with the Loop Pack. Like, I'm on the first Loop Pack album. It's called like the whole shebang. Like, the group was when we're in high school. It's like me, Madlib, Wild Child, and DJ Rome's. And I think on my page there's 2 songs with like me and Madlib that are on my page. They're just like, even on DJ Rome's, there's like one of my old songs. But then me and Pac knew each other through breaking and popping. And I'd see him since I was a little kid. Like I would go to battles at like Skating Plus.
Yeah.
And I won some battle there, and he was there. Like he was just some random white kid, and I was some random white kid up there. Like I'm half Mexican, but as far as like people really, when they see me, they don't really know my race. You know what I mean? So they just think, especially with b-boying, and when I would go rap, they're like, "That's some white dude." And so same thing with Pac. So like when I always see him spots, he was kind of trippy. Like he'd stand out. He stood out a lot, you know, and he was popping, but he wasn't really like going out there like, you know, all out and popping, but he knew popping people. And then we started to go to some spot. It was like in Thousand Oaks, like a dancing spot, like, I don't know, like a club when all of us got old enough to go to clubs.
Yeah. How do you think, sorry to cut you off, how do you think Pakalika was at that point?
I don't know, man, because shit, like.
Were you guys like teenagers though?
No, he's older than me, man, by like 6 years.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I wasn't aware.
He's older than me.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
So he's bringing you around. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
like
yeah.
he brought in, like basically I met Brad X because we all were kicking it. He knew I rapped from Oxnard, and then I started to like, I guess, like rap on tracks with mad-libbing people, but people weren't calling me out to battle.
Okay.
They weren't like, people were battling in places, but somehow people just didn't call me out in battling. I battled once in front of D-Lo in St. Louis against some like gold tooth dude, like a pimp kind of rapper dude that wanted, like, I don't know if they wanted to fight, I don't know if they wanted to shoot us afterwards, but D-Lo filmed it. He's the only one that probably I would know that would have that. And like Saint there, and they're young, and they were wild. Like Saint was a wild kid, man. But I have to give it up. Saint was mad talented. I give him that much.
Yeah, but probably a little bit too wild, right?
Huh?
Probably a little bit too wild. That's what we're gathering.
Too wild, but like right now, like say if he was a kid and he came out right now, he would have just went like nuts because he's like what people act like right now and get away with it. But like he might be too big to pull that off too of a guy. Like he's such a big guy that it's like threatening maybe, where another dude can pull that off and they don't really think he's gonna do something and all that, you know. So but no one knows, but me and him did an album called The Dirty 30, and it's 30 minutes long, but it doesn't exist. And like me and him just did it randomly because he was working with Circa with that DGAF shit. And it's a freestyle record. Like me and him are freestyling at some dude's house. And he's talented, and he's like the thing is with him that's dope is that when I went on tour, I didn't really I'd never been on tour. I never really did anything outside of like hip hop shows where I was rapping like 16 bars to like impress you with those bars and then a DJ scratch. So I didn't sing in my choruses or none of that shit. So like when I seen them, he'd be like doing these crazy songs like in front of you, like just chilling that you're like, what the fuck? This dude's like singing a whole full out song, then the next thing he's doing is like tripped out country twanged rap thing, but like crazy impressive to where I was like, okay, it's different what I do, but he's definitely polished and he was a young dude. So it tripped me out. I was like, see him do shows and he was like handling the place, dude. Like I was like, fuck, this dude can really handle the show, where the people what I was doing, I think they were like barely getting into what real hip hop was. And sometimes they'd like clap when I was done. And I was like, well, I don't necessarily, that's cool, but like, I'm not getting everybody to go wild like how I want them to, because I'm not doing what commands that. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like party kind of like songs in the West Coast command like for people to get hype. Yeah. So like it's a different response, I think, than in music. So I think it takes longer, I think, if you're trying to break grounds with like at that time with hip hop. Hip hop was different then. I
was gonna say your lyrics were like going over everybody's heads, and Saint Dog was bringing like the antics and just hyping everybody.
Hold on. My shit's fucked up.
Yeah, it'll be good on somebody's.
There we go.
But yeah, but like your lyrics were like.
Am I getting a bad connect?
It slowed for a second. Or it's paused right now. It looks like. Yo, we ended up having a little bit of technical difficulties. Grand Vanac's going to join us shortly on another episode to pick up where we left off. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Wanted to drop this info as soon as possible, and we look forward to catching you guys on the next episode. Checkmate, checking out.
All right, see ya.
Shout out to GV. Thanks, bro. Peace.
Peace.